So the time has finally come to level up, upgrade, and set myself up with a proper desk setup. Now, if you've been a long time watcher of this channel, you will know that a couple of years ago, I made the switch to going really, really minimal and working pretty much from my kitchen table with a MacBook Pro. This has actually been fantastic, and it was really great in the last space that I was living in, and it's kind of worked here, but I'm getting a little bit annoyed with having my stuff all over the place. I'm kind of semi working out of a camera bag, my kind of kitchen area, and then just having my stuff in cupboards, and it's just getting a little annoying and having to move things around all the time. So I got inspired, and when I get inspired, things start happening quite quickly, and I've just got myself onto a bit of a roll to set up this this desk setup situation. So I'm going to be using a little space here, actually, in my bedroom, because it's quite spacious, and I'm loving the natural light in here. Not going for a crazy, wild, expensive setup, because I don't think I need anything too extreme. Won't be one of those kind of YouTube videos where you think, wow, that desk setup is probably about 10 grand's worth of stuff. So you might find this interesting if you want something, hopefully, that will look quite nice and aesthetic, as well as being functional. So you can see the boxes behind me. Yes, I've been to IKEA and a few other places, and I'm expecting a few things in the post, so this video might not be closed out until tomorrow. But I better stop talking, get unboxing, and I'll kind of just, share this little unboxing setup, and hopefully show you the end setup as well, so you can see the final outcome. So for the desk itself, Trotton by IKEA. I've gone for the smaller one. It's 120 by 70 centimeters. Didn't want anything too massive taking over the space. A-shape frame with a simple top, just to finish it off, and that is it. I went for this for two reasons. One, I wanted it to look super sleek and minimal, and secondly, putting it together. Wanted to not get into too much of a flat pack nightmare, and so far, so good. For £99, I think this is a solid desk. Obviously, it is nothing special. However, how special do you really need to be? I did go down a little bit of a rabbit hole into sit-stand desks, etc., etc. As I said to you, I wanted to keep this a little bit simple, so I'm pretty happy with this. You can get it in a slightly bigger size if you need, but this feels pretty good. Now I'm topping it off, just to start with a desk mat also from IKEA. I'm going to try and keep this very white and kind of natural tones. Very contrasty to what I would normally go for. I would normally always go black, but I'm finding myself tipping over the edge. I've picked up a few things in more of the lighter colourway more recently, namely my phone. I went for the, what do you call this? The natural titanium. And I also have a nice pair of Bose overhead headphones, which I also picked up in the white. So kind of inspired me to go a little bit in that direction. So I picked up a couple of things as well from IKEA. I'm just going to put together like a little monitor stand, which I'm going to unbox the monitor and put that on here now. The desk mat is just a cork one from IKEA. I think it was like £6. If I want to upgrade it at a later stage, I will. But wow, you can go down a rabbit hole on desk setups. I was looking at some of the desk mats by Orbit Key. They're like £80. So I thought I'd hold fire on that one for the time being. But so far, so good. And I think the size works really, really nicely. So added the monitor stand from IKEA, shall put the name here, and on top an LG display. Now this is not a tech channel, I am no expert in monitors. I didn't want to spend a fortune, I wanted a 27-inch 4K monitor. So here we have it. Personally, I kind of went with it because I just quite like the white base on it because it kind of matched with the aesthetic, in all honesty. And that is looking nice, in my opinion. And that summarises the bulk of the build. Now, added a couple of little small details, and all about the small details for me. I just picked up this really nice little stand. I think it's actually meant for a book or something, but it fit my iPad mini just perfectly, made out of the bamboo wood, so kind of keep in keeping with the theme, as well as just a small hook to go underneath the desk, which I can hang my overhead headphones on. I can't tell you how much better it is in terms of sort of like productivity and staying in that creative space for me mentally, to have everything to hand. You don't have to go rummaging around for things. So just the addition of that little hook, the drawers to keep memory cards, memory card readers, extra cables, etc. is just massive. Like, it's such a tiny thing, but it's really, really important for me anyway. So that's really, really nice. Tomorrow I have coming a new keyboard and mouse just to finish this off. So I will overlay that now, because I'll have that by the time I edit the video. And I'm going to be picking up, I'm going a little bit mechanical this time on the keyboard, so I'm quite excited to try that out. Just something a little bit different, not hardcore mechanical, something slightly in the middle. So we'll see how we get on with that. And that will just kind of finish off the desk. Maybe a little bit of lighting, and something I now have to work on, which I'm not going to record because it's super boring, is a little bit of power and cable management. I'm going to need to get some power to the monitor and to my MacBook. Again, this little monitor stand's really nice. I'm going to slide the MacBook under there and probably work with it closed and just work off one monitor. I'm not a massive fan of working off two monitors. I pretty much need one, but it's going to be nice to have that extra screen real estate, because I've been so used to just working on my MacBook. And in addition, got the iPad on the side, which you can either use for just something completely separately, or you can use it as a little, I think, do you call it sidecar? Side something. Anyway, you can extend your screen onto it if you want, which is quite a cool thing to be able to do. But relatively minimal, relatively affordable. I've tried to make this as affordable as possible. As I mentioned at the beginning, I didn't want to drop a bomb on it. So if you find any of these products interesting, I shall drop all of the links down below. Good old IKEA coming to the rescue. I think you can make IKEA work if you mix it in with a few other bits as well. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this looks. I think it's quite relatively in keeping with the bedroom. It's not too sort of techie heavy. I'm loving the white, and I'm very excited to be editing more pictures here and more YouTube videos, because we're on a roll, and I'm hoping this summer will be a really good summer of taking lots of amazing photos, heading out with the camera loads and sharing it all with you. So thank you very much for watching, and any questions, drop them down below, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Maybe I may make some videos from this space as well, some of my sort of talking videos. So we shall see. I will see you in the next video.